We are in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, driving down A1A South. Yuckity! Horns blowing as usual. Not at me, but other people blowing at other people. They're all in a hurry. Fort Lauderdale, we're coming into it. We're southbound on A1A. And yes, it is a beautiful day. Oh, gentleman with no legs, doing the best he... Oh, he's got legs. I thought he had a little motorized wheel stuck to his torso. You can see these beautiful buildings. Look at that. I guess you can see that huge palace-looking building. Plenty of parking on that side. Let it be courteous. Always be courteous. I'm letting this gentleman make a left turn. Come on before I get rear-ended. Come on. Okay, you can see how beautiful Fort Lauderdale is. Just this street here, you know. Just the beauty, the greenery. If you look carefully, you may see a turtle crawl across the street. I've tried to avoid the animal. This big hotel coming up on the right, this should be Sunrise Boulevard, which it is. Years ago, that used to be called the Sunrise Hotel there on the right. I've actually stayed there. But years ago, I'm talking about. Now it's hoopty-dooish. I couldn't afford a toothpick out of that place. You know, sir, the meal is $179. If you'd like an after-meal toothpick, that'll be $189. You know, those kind of places. See here, all kinds of stuff. No alcohol on scooters, it said. I wouldn't think so. Bad enough to drink and drive, let alone being on one of them little death traps. A scooter, you run into a palm tree, it's over, dog. You is history. Thought that was a one-legged pigeon trying to hobble down the street, and it's some lady jogging. Sorry, hon. It's okay down here on the right's where the Sheridan used to be. That Shula's restaurant. Me and my wife was down here. It's been years ago. And they had a special, and this is years ago, $10.99 lobster dinner. Oh man, we've never really ate a whole lobster, and so we ordered it, you know, heads expanding because we never ordered a lobster dinner. It was great. They brought a huge lobster and brought all these surgical tools with it to eat the animal with, and dip, all kinds of stuff. Cold beer. Had a delicious salad. It was delicious. We ordered them, had our salad, had a few cold drinks. Here it came, 2 huge red lobsters, claws and all. I mean, you know. And so we said, okay, how do you eat this bad boy? Everybody around us, man, they were going to town, opening it up, some little things, getting meat out of it and dipping it, some kind of stuff. Having a ball, you all. Well, me and Rose looked at it for a second or two and looked around and seen what everybody's done. So I stabbed the little fella with a little 2-pronged fork, trying to get into its shell. Well, obviously wasn't doing it right. So Rosie was trying to do hers. Well, I put too much pressure on. I said, well, I'll try up here at this end. And make a long story short, said lobster flew off my plate into the floor. Well, these hoopty-doos sitting next to us looked at us like, oh. But anyway, they didn't say nothing, but you could tell they got it. They wanted to laugh, but they probably thought, well, that man could be crazy. He could come over here and stab us with a knife or something. So they didn't say nothing. I reached down with my towel they had brought, picked the animal up, put it back on a plate. Evidently one of the waiters standing back there, he came over, sir, would you like us to bring another? Rosie, you know, she couldn't get into her lobster either, and we said, do y'all have hamburger? Yes, they have a huge hamburger. Anyway, we said, if you don't mind, could you take these away, please? We'll still pay for it. He said, oh, you don't have to pay. And I said, yeah, we insist. We ate the salads anyway. So he brought us the best. A few minutes. We each got 2 well-done hamburgers, French fries. But anyway, that was the lobster feast that turned into the burger feast. But the good thing about it was a classy place. If that would have been to some other place where nobody cared if they laughed at you or not, there'd have been people falling out of their chairs laughing, beer bottles knocked off tables, people burping, you know, probably some rednecks expelling farts, laughing so hard, you know. What I wouldn't give for a beer right now, but I'm not drinking and driving, plus I'm too far, you know. Don't ever drink and drive, even if you have 1 beer and it isn't your fault and some dummy rear-ends you, the officer's doing his job. Sir, have you been drinking? Because he could obviously smell it if you just drank a cold one. And you say, yes sir, but all I've had 1 beer. How many times do you think he's heard that story? So he's going to still make you blow. Of course, you won't be drunk or nothing, but he'll have to mark on the accident report alcohol advisement. So you might as well call your insurance agent when you get home and tell him, hey, do you mind doing me a favor? What's that, Mr. Helton? Do you mind tripling my insurance rates? And then I got something to tell you.